Made man, back at it. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to jump on here and I had to talk about my dude, Sadam Ali. 22 0, 16 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, my dude is finally getting his title shot. Well deserved, might I add, given that he has been the number one contender now for roughly about the previous three fights at the WBO at the 147-pound division. I am happy. I did a video about this guy, Sadam Ali, uh, about a month ago, talking about this same exact situation. And I couldn't make out then how the WBO was going to explain the fact that Timothy Bradley decided to pivot to Manny Pacquiao and overlook Sadam Ali, who was scheduled to fight the winner, given he was the mandatory guy at number one. And Timothy Bradley had won that championship off Rios. It was supposed to be Sadam Ali next, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Well, I take that back. When he won it off of Jessie Vargas, Sadam Ali was supposed to be next. It didn't happen. He pivots to fucking Brandon Rios. You know what I'm saying? Looks like Superman against Brandon Rios. And then the Sadam Ali fight still doesn't happen because from there he pivots to Manny Pacquiao. So, of course, I raised all kinds of shit about it. I don't think that's fair by far. And the WBO at the time, when he announced the Manny Pacquiao and Bradley fight, never came up with a reasonable explanation as to why they was not giving Sadam Ali his shot. But it seems as if news is broken out. I know maybe a little late with this, y'all, but news is broken out that possibly, it's looking like Timothy Bradley will be stripped sometime this month. And Sadam Ali will be fighting in Washington, D.C., which is meaning I will be at the fight. He is fighting in Washington, D.C. at the D.C. Armory, and he'll be going up against Jessie Vargas. Yes. So we will get to the controversy surrounding that, but the fact still remains, I am happy to get to see that Sadam Ali is finally getting his shot. Now, it comes on some bitch ass shit because it seems as if Timothy Bradley refused to fight his mandatory in Sadam Ali and pivot to the money bag and go, the title is not involved in that fight. What the fuck is the meaning? What is the purpose? Some may ask. I still think it's a credible fight, ladies and gentlemen. That's just my opinion. Because I honestly think Timothy Bradley beat Manny Pacquiao in the first fight. So I see this as, with or without a title, a credible fight. But to the casuals and to the people who don't really know much, they're going to say, what the fuck is this fight for, when they've seen it twice already? So I totally get that. So Timothy Bradley is really setting his own self up, if you will, for some criticism, because he's going to receive a shitload chasing the money bag instead of chasing the honor and having a world championship title and fighting your mandatory. But however, this thing goes to Jessie Vargas. Now, if you guys recall, they've been trying to make the Vargas Ali fight for quite some time now. Originally, it was scheduled to go down in December, but they couldn't come to an agreement on to exactly where the fight should take place at, given that Sadam Ali wanted it on the West Coast, where his fan base was, and Jessie Vargas wanted it on the East Coast in New York, where his fan base was. And they couldn't come to an agreement on that, so they didn't make the fight. But this is before they announced that the title would be involved in the fight. I don't know if that would have been a tipping point for either fighter to allow the fight to go down in December. But there was no title announced then, so I'm pretty sure neither fighter wasn't, well, especially in Sadam Ali's case, he wasn't quick to really embrace that fight probably. And I totally understand. The man was due for a title fight. He was fucking due. He earned his stripes. He beat Carlos Abregu when Carlos Abregu was undefeated, ladies and gentlemen. He worked his way through the ranks. Now, some may say, why the fuck is Jessie Vargas getting this fight, though? Though he lost to Timothy Bradley, he got his ass beat for 11 rounds and had one good round in the 12th round, and he did shit. And now, that was a title fight. The last time Vargas was in the ring was against Bradley in the title fight, and now his very next fight after his loss is a fucking title fight. This is the same shit that they did with Lomachenko, if you guys recall, when he lost in his first title fight and then turned around and had another one again against Gary Russell. This is the same shit that HBO did in that case. I don't know if I'll put the blame at HBO, but it went down on HBO. I'm just saying. So we got that situation here again. This is quite obvious. Another attempt by Bob Arum in Top Rank, whom Jessie Vargas fights for to attempt to make him a star. I think that honestly, Bob Arum was honestly probably hoping that Jessie Vargas would have beat Timothy Bradley because he would have had him another young star. And it seems as if they are trying to hammer Jessie Vargas into becoming a star. I just don't think the kid's on that level, personally. That's just my opinion. I think the guy's going to be another Jotacito Lopez. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Some may say why Jessie Vargas is getting this fight. Well, if you look at the rankings by the WBO and you see who are the top fighters in that particular rankings, it seems that the WBO has maneuvered the names so this fight makes sense because all the other fighters pretty much at this point are busy. Timothy Bradley, who's the champ, so today, as of today, still the champ. He has an upcoming fight with Manny Pacquiao. Chose not to fight his mandatory in Sadam Ali. You got Manny Pacquiao, who's number 2, I think. He's fighting Timothy Bradley. We just said that. You got Amir Khan right after that. He just announced a fight with Canelo Alvarez. Then you got Jessie Vargas at 4th, which I don't know why he's still up there. Under him, you got Sean Porter, who has an upcoming fight with Keith Thurman. And then you got Chris Algieri, who just ain't done shit really at welterweight. So none of those guys, in the first 5 to 6 fighters, they all got something to do right now, for the most part. So it seems almost justifiable to throw Jessie Vargas in there, at least to the WBO. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up because Jessie Vargas is coming off a fucking loss. He should not be getting a title shot. Technically, Tim Bradley should be taking the shot, but he's chasing the money bag. So I just don't know where would they have pivoted to make this fight because given all the names around, the top 4 or 5 or 6 guys are all busy. So I don't know which way they would have pivoted. But whatever the fuck, man. It's against Jessie Vargas. Fuck it. I think this is easy work for Sadam Ali. I think Sadam Ali can go in there, handle business, and get his world title and become a certified star. Hats off once again to Sadam Ali. Nothing but respect for the kid. He's a good fighter. It's going to be interesting to see where his career goes from here if he wins this world title, who they will be talking about. He's a good potential opponent for a lot of guys, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to get too far ahead of this fight, but he's a great potential opponent for a lot of guys on the top rank and Golden Boy carousels. So we'll see how this works out, man. We'll see. He's not going to probably mix it up with any of the PBC fighters, but it's still going to be interesting to see how they link him up with the fighters that they can link him up, because there's some good names there. There's some real good names there. This is also a good opportunity for a guy like Manny Pacquiao, who I can care less what people say. He is an opportunist in a way to go off and try to get a title if he gets through Timothy Bradley. But we'll see. Maybe if Bradley gets through Pacquiao, he'll decide to fight Sadam Ali then. I don't know. But the fact is, this is great news for Sadam Ali. I will be ringside, ladies and gentlemen. I will do my post-fight video from ringside, possibly from the building, right there beside the ring. So I'm hoping that can go down like that. But I will be attending this fight. We all know that the main event in this fight has been announced as Luis Ortiz versus Tony Thompson. I don't understand why that's the main event. It's a quick put-together fight. Tony Thompson was the only guy they can find at the time to fight Luis Ortiz. Why isn't the Sadam Ali and Jessie Vargas fight the main event? And if it is, my mistake. But hopefully it's the main event because it deserves to be so. But I'm looking forward to this, y'all. We will do a prediction video. You guys pretty much already know who I'll pick, but we'll break it down as we get closer to the fight. Looking forward to this fight. I hope Jessie Vargas gets his ass whooped again because he shouldn't be in the first fucking place. Until the next video, Main Man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man, Made Man. Boxing Forum, Google Plus, Main Man, Made Man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling y'all, man, I like this kid, Sadam Ali. He's going to be something special. And this, to me, will be the first showing that he has, to be something nice. And I'm hoping he embraces it. And I want to see him beat the shit out of Jessie Vargas anyway. But whatever the fuck. To the next video. Peace out.